This question is a trigonometry question. It says, in a right triangle, one of the acute angles measures 30 degrees. If the hypotenuse is 10, what is the length of the side opposite the 30-degree angle? Usually when you have a question like this, when it's given to you verbally or in words, then you want to try to draw a picture. And really, the orientation of your triangle doesn't really matter. I'll just draw one that looks like this, but we want to make sure that we are recognizing that it's a right triangle, meaning 90 degrees. And then it says one of the angles that's less than 90, acute, measures 30. And really, you can pick wherever you want that to be. I'll put that here. And we're also told the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. It's always opposite the 90-degree angle. So that piece is 10, that side is 10. And we're being asked, what is the length of the side that is opposite the 30-degree angle? So if we put our 30-degree angle here, the side that's opposite it is right here. So we'll label that X. That's what we're trying to solve for. Okay, so once you have a visual of the situation you're being asked to solve, it's generally a little bit easier. So then we want to use our right triangle trigonometry. We've said Soh-Cah-Toa is an acronym that helps us with that. I'll write that here. So Soh-Cah-Toa. And the S stands for the trigonometric function sine, and it's equal to the ratio of its opposite side over its hypotenuse. This is cosine, equal to the adjacent side over hypotenuse. This is tangent, equal to the opposite side over the adjacent. So now, which one of those do we use? You want to ask yourself, in relation to the angle that I have, what side am I interested in, and what side do I already know? So, in relation to angle 30, we want the opposite side, and we have the hypotenuse. So since we have the two sides that we're interested in are the opposite and the hypotenuse, we're going to use the trig function sine. So that looks this way. Sine of the angle is 30 degrees, and that's equal to its opposite side, x, divided by the hypotenuse, 10. We're being asked to solve for x here, so to get x by itself, we can just multiply both sides by 10. And so that will give us 10 times the sine of 30 degrees is equal to x. All right, and then if you know your unit circle, you might know what sine of 30 degrees is. If you don't, then you can use a calculator and just type 10 times the sine of 30. But if you do that, the sine of 30 is 1/2, so 10 times 1/2 is going to give us 5. So x is equal to 5. That side length is equal to 5, and we can find that value in choice B.